Ma'am, first of all, welcome to Bollywood Flash, and we all are inspired by your journey. So, tell us about your journey. First of all, how it is, and how you became author to producer, and what about the journey?
Author, I wrote this book about domestic abuse awareness. I
Right.
should probably bring one to show you. I don't know if I have one close by, but it's called Unreported because
Okay.
domestic abuse is unreported crime. And then I wrote a screenplay on the same subject. I'm making a film, hopefully starting end of the year. And so I have been a little bit in production because of that. And so then my son is a musician and he's working with other producers and stuff and going to India, even though he's born and brought up here, but he has Indian blood. We're Punjabis, right?
Wow.
We speak Punjabi and Hindi at home. So we thought, why not, take that to India and also keep him close to the roots so he can enjoy his background and Hindi, and he's actually to surprise, my surprise and to his, he's really enjoying singing Hindi and Punjabi songs, and he's in England right now working with V. He's the same guy who produced, or at least we call it produced here for music producers, but music directors back in India and England. So he's the music director also with Guru Randhawa. He made the song, I think Lahore, right?
Right.
So I was working with him. They're working on new albums. So I'm doing the business end of it because I have background in business, and so he can focus on being the artist,
Right.
right? So he doesn't have to worry. And plus, going to India, and I just want to give him advantage of my experience, and because I was born in India,
Wow.
and I moved to US with my parents when I was very young, and so that's the journey.
I have met your son, and he's a great guy. So he'll do
Oh, you
good.
have met him?
Yeah. I met him once. So he's
Okay, okay,
great
that's
guy. During the shoot, we were there to cover
oh,
the on location the shoot. So
okay,
we met.
okay, nice, nice.
So
Have you been able to use any of those footage?
yes. We have shoot, and ma'am, talking about producing the music album, how was your experience of this album, and how was your experience working with Kashika Kapoor and the team?
Kashika Kapoor is was hired by Raj Ashu, and so that was kind of her role in it, to
Right.
be the female singer in the video, even though Neeti Mohan was the actual singer,
Right.
but she's the actress, so she brought that. And Rahul did the singing, rapping, and the dancing and singing, acting and all that,
Right.
because he's an overall artist. He even actually designs his own clothes.
Right.
So good thing is that they really got along well, so they were able to show that chemistry, and so it worked out really well. And Raj Ashu was like my anchor. He
Wow.
was the one who was showing me the ropes how to do business in India.
Wow.
And even though what's her name, Neetu Chandra. She's
Neetu
the
Chandra.
one who met me here and introduced me to Raj. But after that, I think it was pretty much Raj. Yeah,
Wow.
and I'm still very much in touch with him, and thinking about new projects. And as a mediator and a peacemaker, that's what I do. When I say mediation, I'm a peacemaker, right?
Right.
And
Right.
so I resolve conflicts, and I also teach children how to resolve conflicts, even though I work with adults. Actually, that's it worked out so well that I'm talking to you right now. I just finished a counseling session with a couple,
Wow.
and that's what I do. I help resolve conflicts, and this is like a 39-year-old marriage I'm hoping to save. So, which is like such a great feeling when you can, help somebody regain some focus and regain, some positivity in their relationship. So I'm really excited about that. And so all of those things are working together in my film, and then of course supporting my son, enjoying India, and it's just all overall really amazing experience.
How do you manage to do all things together? Like you're a speaker also, you're author also, now you're producer also. So tell us about.
Schedule on the phone.
Wow.
You put schedule, and then you do as the time and schedule requires. And then, of course, you try to do your best, and whatever doesn't get finished, you move to the next schedule,
Wow.
and you do it. Yeah, that's kind of how I've lived my life, and that's how I've been able to accomplish and finish a lot of projects. Yes.
Right. So,
You
any of
don't
your
let things just fall through the cracks. You don't
wow,
just depend on memory. You depend on actual planning. You
true.
actually mean to do. There's a schedule. There's a plan, and you have to have a goal to get somewhere, right?
Right.
So that's kind of how I live. Yeah.
Wow. And if you're talking about Bollywood, any of your dream director or actor you wanna work in future?
Right now, I watch almost any Alia Bhatt movie.
Wow.
I am such a fan. She's so young, but she's so committed. And like
True.
today, just now we were talking, Raul, my son, he goes by Ra25 as an artist,
Right.
but he finished 3 songs today, and
Wow.
he said, I went in with the plan that I'm going to do my best and I'm going to be so present. And when you go with a plan, that's what my phone is like. It helps me plan and not stay, and then you schedule accordingly. You see it at night. What do I have to do tomorrow? You wake up in the morning. I I can be honest and say sometimes I waste time on reels on Instagram, but watching my schedule is the first thing because I don't want to forget something, right?
Right.
And so I've been able to instill and encourage that in my children to focus and have a goal, and then you get it, right? If you don't even have a goal, how
Right.
will you get there?
True.
So he was so proud, and then we of course talked about Alia Bhatt again.
Right. Right.
that that's how she is gaining her um, strength and her fame because she is so amazing, and she's amazing because she puts that work in, right?
True.
And so yeah, I'm a fan of hard work and excellence, and actually I'm also working in another film. I
Wow.
can't say the name yet, but I'm going to be a consultant because it's an India-based film,
Right.
and so I'm a consultant on it, and I'm going to be acting in a
Wow.
nice role in that. So, yeah.
You're acting also.
Oh, I've been acting
Wow.
for a while. I used to do theater. Yes,
Wow.
I have a lot of theater training, and I've done some modeling. But now I'm very selective, of course, because of time. Because I am doing other things. But if there's a real good project where I can actually be part of a project,
Wow.
then of course, yeah, I love doing that. Yeah,
Right. Ma'am, also
bringing
you
a
said
character alive.
you are doing three music videos. Can you tell us about something about the music videos? Who actors were
Well,
there and
again, before it's released, we're not supposed to talk too much
oh,
about it. That's what we learned
is it?
from Raj, because Kashika, as you said, she released a picture and he wasn't very happy
Right.
before
Right.
he released it. So he's working on a full album, 8 songs with V, and they've already shot one video,
Wow.
and another 7 videos have to be made, but the songs are complete as far as the artist as a singer Raw to 5 goes. But now V still is working on finishing the music bit of that, and that's his role in that, to make it the best music. So he's working on that, and then that album hopefully should be starting to come out soon.
Wow.
One song at a time, or as an album, that they are still figuring it out. Yes.
And ma'am, can you tell us about your character in the film, which film you are doing, and the character name?
The film that I am making, uh, that is about domestic abuse. I can talk about
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So it's the book that I wrote. It's a very non-fictional. It's real stories, fictitious names, just to protect the identity of the people
Right.
who gave me their stories to help other people who may be going through a journey to make their journey a little easier. So these are all real stories, but the movie I dramatized a little bit. Again, a lot of real stories, my own stories, but we've created into a murder mystery.
Okay.
I know people do documentaries, but I love watching a real documentary to learn that story. But I didn't want to do that because domestic abuse is already a serious subject,
Right.
and
True.
then trying to bring people to watch that, and then only a few people watch. I already have a book, I'm already talking on the subject, so I wanted to make it a movie where I can reach more and bigger audience.
True.
right? I don't want to have to struggle. So there has to be some entertainment value also,
Right.
right? And till the end, hopefully they won't find out who the murderer is, right?
Right. So,
So yeah, so I'm very excited about that. So my role in that is, as I am a mediator, a
okay.
counselor, a peacemaker.
Okay.
So I'm doing that small bit in the film for myself. I've kept that role because I will be maybe uh, doing like a group coaching kind of
Okay.
thing
Okay.
for women who are displaced or in abuse, or somehow to empower them. I'm actually going to England at Oxford University. I have a speaking engagement on 26th.
Wow.
So I'll be at Oxford University speaking on the subject of uh, educating women and younger women. So, right now I'm helping fix the already done damage where women are abused and living and they don't know how to get out, right?
True.
But if I feel that if we start teaching girls while they're young, then they will see what's wrong.
Right.
This is not normal, and then they'll know what to do, right? They'll
True.
say no right away because no, 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 you can't do this. This is bad. This is wrong. Because otherwise, in our cultures, from mother to daughter to the next generation, we just keep saying it's okay, ठीक हो जाएगा, but ठीक नहीं होता कुछ, right?
Right.
वो
Right.
बात बढ़ती जाती है. So it's better, I think, chance of these women to be more empowered and have a better life अगर शुरू से उनको पता तो होए कि अच्छी चीज क्या है,
Right.
what is a good relationship, right?
True.
Then they'll see something that doesn't fall into that good relationship. They'll know, okay, this is not right. I cannot have this. I should not accept this. And they say no before it's too late.
True.
And in the new movie, that is somebody else is a producer, a friend of mine. And but I can't say too much, like I said again, because that movie is not mine, and I'm not allowed to say stuff.
Right.
But all I can say is it's an India-based story, and I have a really nice. I'll be the leading lady's mom, so
And
that's a good thing.
wow. And when
So
are
I'm
you?
really excited about that.
After hearing the woman abuse story, I'm very excited to know that when are you releasing this film, right? And when can we see
My
the film?
film, hopefully unreported, will be. It's already in the making, like of the business end of it. I'm talking to the producer, the line producers, and we're hoping early next year we
Wow.
will be finishing it, and then the marketing and all that stuff will go up. And our director is in England, so we got a really nice young director, and my investor co-producer is in Mississippi, so that's where we'll shoot our film.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for
Mississippi
talking
has
to
some
us.
rebates, huh?
Thank you. Thank you so much for talking to us, ma'am.
Of course, thank you for
Any?
having me on your show. So how do you present this? I watched a few of your shows. So this is called Bollywood Flash. How did you
Yes.
come up with that name?
Yes. Bollywood Flash. Actually, I was working with someone, and the flashes were there. The
Oh,
photographer
okay.
flashes. So Bollywood Flash.
Actual camera flash.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So
So
you're giving these little snippets of people's lives as like a flash.
yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So,
Wonderful, wonderful.
ma'am, nice talking to you. And any message you would like to give to audience?
Well, the message is know what you want to do and don't waver. Don't let somebody take that dream away.
Right.
Everybody has a right to live free. I feel like you're not free unless you're living your life. If somebody tells you do this and you do that, you're living somebody else's version of your life.
Right.
That's not your life, right? So अपने आप को जानो and पहले अपने आप को देखो कि मुझे क्या पसंद है, and then वो life जियो, right? That is the most important thing. क्योंकि अभी ये 75th anniversary of India's independence, and I wrote an article that got published. It's like औरतों की independence कहाँ है? I'm still waiting for that. Independence तो है और कहने को हम सब free हैं, but are we really free? अगर हर किसी से डर से पूछ के उसके बिना हम काम नहीं कर सकते, अपनी जिंदगी नहीं जी सकते, तो are we really free? So that's kind of where I am right now. So
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for talking to us.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.